So rap had a very big year, one of the biggest years it's had in recent memory.
I think for me, kind of like when you brought up Kendrick Lamar, another artist that had like a huge year was Charlie XCX.
R&B had his little hits as well. R&B had a nice little stance.
Like even pop. Yes. Like we got our Billie Eilish's, our Sabrina Carpenter's.
Yes. Sabrina's had a strong year.
In terms of rap music, we have not had massive rap beef like this in a very long time. What Kendrick did, which I thought was so incredible, is he used Drake's technique against him.
I'll go as far as to say that I'm struggling to choose between Made in Lagos and Mariah.
You might be the only.
I can say on this album, I can name you 2 tracks that Wiz is being introspective and he's talking about his mum. Pray, which is the last track, and track number 1, Trouble Mind. So you've heard from every man, you understand? So now we're gonna pose a couple of questions, yeah? We're gonna pose a couple of questions. So moving on to you, Jay, what was your favourite song and album of the year? Starting off with song.
So I'm gonna start off with Song Not Like Us.
It's undeniable. It was everywhere. It is, in terms of rap music, we have not had massive rap beef like this in a very long time. I'm talking about a rap beef that is beyond the genre. Everyone understands it. Everyone knows what's going on. I'm talking to my mum about it. I'm talking to other people about it. Like, oh, Drake is what? All of these things and this. Like, it's what Kendrick did, which I thought was so incredible, is he used Drake's technique against him. He created a banger.
He did.
That is undeniable. People are gonna listen to. It's gonna be played in a club. But if you know the history and the context, you know he's getting that man.
And it's just beautiful, and just the sentiment of you're not like us. Like when you hear that, even now I just feel to I feel to go and call someone and disrespect them. Because you're not like me. I'm different.
Just one quick one. So do you think this rap battle is the biggest rap battle in hip hop history? Do you think it surpasses Biggie and Tupac?
Numbers wise, it's the biggest. Numbers wise.
Numbers wise.
It's so ridiculous. Both sides.
That's the only reason though.
Did he hit him up with Diamond? Hit him up might have gone Diamond.
No way.
No
way. Hit 'em Up did not go. But Hit 'em Up is a big song. But also, that's a one-way beef.
Yes.
Biggie didn't come back to him. Biggie was
No, he released.
Who shot him? That wasn't a direct shot. That was like an indirect.
I think they died before he went.
Before he went nuclear, bro. You know what I mean? And then apart from that, what have you got? Like Nas and Jay-Z, which was somewhat, but it wasn't as big. Jay-Z, not even Jay-Z, 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Big, but that was one-sided. 50 bulldozed them. Where this one here, 2 titans going at it.
Two artists at the top of their game.
Do you know what this was like?
Yeah, they're the top 2 when you think about it.
They're 100% the top 2. Do you know what this is like? When you watch a boxing match, and then it's getting down to the last 10 seconds, and it's just a slugfest. It's just no defense.
It's like Ali Fraser. 2 heavyweights.
2 heavyweights just going at it, bro.
Kendrick Lamar came with the thing.
Bro, Kendrick Lamar, he set him up for the uppercut.
He did.
Boom! Bang! He got him.
So for me, it's undeniable. Not Like Us, everyone knows it. If you haven't heard of Not Like Us, you're living under a rock. So that's me. And the album of the year for me is Saheem by Sar Baby.
For me, that album came out literally, I do believe, end of November. Like mid-November, October, sometime like last minute this album came out, And for some reason, so Sar Baby, for me, he's got singles, he's got hits, and he's very he's in the Young Thug ilk. Where you can tell that there's been influences there. Very much influences, androgynous man.
But when you listen to his music, bro,
You're straight gangster.
He's straight up gangster. Not even that, bro. The guy is funny, he's witty, the beats he picks, and I'm telling you this right now, no skips. Not a single skip. I can listen, I've got the whole album front to back, no skips, and it's catchy. My guy said, one of his songs, which I will recite for you. Belt boys were pitting our belt to their ass. You see that? You're putting so much pressure on your arms. You're spanking them.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And then right now there's a song that's going viral on TikTok called Viking. Someone dancing on the floor. Yeah, it's a big tune. Viking is a big tune.
That's him as well.
That's him as well. On film, like he has made a sleeper album, which for me is just so undeniable. It's number one for me. Like I've listened to a lot, and for me, like that came out at the end of the year, and it's just stuck with me. It's resonated with me, and I'm just like, yeah, it makes sense. So that's me right there.
Okay, that's fair. No, you really sold my man, you know. I'm gonna have to
Sharp
take a listen.
listen.
His discography still, yeah. Zens?
Boy, this one is a no-brainer. R&B lovers, come to the table. Come to the table.
We're here, bro.
We're here. We made it. Miss Summer Walker, Heart of a Woman.
Need I say no more?
Yeah.
From start to finish, production, video. Summer Walker was quite quiet this year, as we kind of know. She was quite quiet, you know, bubbling along.
She released something the following year, isn't it?
Exactly, following year she
like
did.
an EP,
So when she came out this single, we already knew we had expectations with Summer Walker, and she came through and delivered. And when it comes to heartbreak and love, Summer Walker, she's not numero uno. Numero uno.
Her and Cesar.
Her heart is broken.
Her heart is broken.
When it comes to toxic R&B, her and Cesar by far.
That fuck memories.
Yeah. But it's good though, I can't lie, bro. It's good.
Honestly, you're happy in your feelings, man. You don't even have to be in your feelings to understand the type of music she's doing. Honestly, for sure.
As soon as you see Heart of a Woman, you know.
When you even look at the cover for that single as well, you look at it thinking, yeah, you know what you got it.
What's the cover?
Have you not seen the cover?
I've seen the cover.
It's, you know, black, she's in front of, you know, it's just giving that toxic love, like, you know, yeah.
90s R&B.
Yeah. We're taking it back. It just gives me that vision of when you used to sing in the rain and it's taking me, throwing me back for sure, man. I feel like so that's definitely my single, and then Leon Thomas. A lot of people probably falling on Leon Thomas. If you don't know, please get to know.
So that's an album of the year, yeah?
Album of the year.
Okay.
That's what we've flown over to. Album
That's
Leon Thomas. It's an album that kind of surprised me, to be fair, because
He's the guy with Nickelodeon, isn't it? Is that him?
there you go.
Oh, okay.
It's a very good album, though.
Very, very, very good
I
album.
almost made my list, though.
Sleeper, once again, there wasn't an album I expected. It's the type of albums we do, listen to music, and once I listened to it, I thought, oh, okay, what we playing with it? Went through it again. And the song that kind of stole it for me was Mutts, obviously, big song. And why was I introduced to Mr. Leon Thomas? Probably a couple of years back where he had a tune.
He's been producing for a lot of people as well.
He's produced for a lot of people, but he's had, I can't remember what the song is. But
Ariana Grande or someone?
And he's had a song with another UK artist, the Sudanese guy. I've had him on the list as well. El-Manay. I hope I'm not butchering your name, my friend, man. El-Manay. But this album, it came through, like Jay was saying, no skips. No skips from production to the features, to lyrics, just the music itself. It's good music that you can bop your head to when you're
cruising, R&B wise, and he's just very versatile with his tone of voice and how he kind of plays with the lyrics as well, plays on the beat. So listen, good music this year, man, but he had to make it 110%.
I hear that. So yeah, moving on to me, man. So obviously my song of the year. Yes, this is what it all came for. This is why I went last. They saved the best till last. You understand what I'm saying? See how I purposely did that? You get me? So listen, this artist is somebody that I tried to sign at my previous job, and let me be also 100, yeah. So for me, if I was able to sign him, J Hus. And I was trying to, do a label deal with Forever Living Originals, which is the label that Little Sims, Cleo Soul are on. You understand? So at one point in time, I was in conversations with all three. And for me, if I had signed, if you asked me, Henry, if you only had the opportunity to sign one, who would you sign? It would be Odile. Do you understand? Because for me, he's one of the coldest UK artists out right now. Like, this guy has taken the world by storm, and Odile's he's not a new artist. He's been grinding for a minute now. Understand? But yeah, his music is it's just A1, like A1. To be honest with you, I could have had 4 Odile songs on my list, and every one of them could have been my song of the year. So obviously we have Soul, which ended up being on my list of my song of the year. You had On Me, which he released earlier this year. I think he dropped like an EP and he dropped an album this year. And so On Me was on the EP. And then he recently dropped an album or mixtape, however you want to call it, and there's a song that has made Zenz's list. It's called Blame You. So that also could have been on my list because that's a big tune. And then there's another track as well that I'm forgetting. But the point of the matter is he could have had 4 songs, or I could have had 4 Odile songs on my list. He's had a phenomenal year, and he's only gonna get better. He's recently signed to Summer Walker's label in America. So when we were in discussions, it was between my ex-distribution company and Summer Walker's label, which is LVRN. It's the same label that Six Black's on as well. Wow. Yeah. So, you know, they have a sub-label under Interscope. So obviously he decided to, you know, take it that way. And obviously he had a feature recently with Summer Walker on his album. But yeah, he's only gonna get better from here, man. I mean, he is just, like I said, one of the coldest. He dibbles and dabbles in obviously Afro beats, R&B. Like, this guy can do it all. If this guy wanted to rap, he probably could rap. You understand? And endorsement. And what is scary is the fact that Odile's only like 22, 23.
Oh, young.
He is young, and his work rate is just something I've never seen before, bro. This guy, I was gonna say this nigga. This nigga Odile, like every year for the past 5-6 years, he's released something.
That's crazy.
Like, you know, his work rate is incredible, man. And I've heard people that have, you know, been in the studio with him, and they tell me that anytime they're in the studio with Odile, he literally blows them away. You understand? And obviously, he's collaborated with the likes of K-Trap. You know,
I mean, that's what helped him got signed, isn't it? Now.
Yeah, well,
Like work rate.
work rate, 100%, and obviously people see the numbers as well. Like he's got like 5 million Spotify listeners.
Oh,
What, a month?
A month.
that's painful.
5 million Spotify listeners. You know, 5 million monthly Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just and when you think about it, he's definitely one of the highest streamed UK artists.
And he's independent, isn't he?
And now he's signed to.
Nice. Before he was independent.
Yeah, before he was independent. He only did one deal with Warner back in the day, but that was like a single deal, I think, or an EP deal. But yeah, he's been relatively independent for, you know, for the whole of his career. So yeah, it's only gonna get bigger and better for Odile, man. And like I said, man, just bang after banger. Like he is guaranteed to release 1, 2, 3 bangers in the year. You understand? Guaranteed. You know, guaranteed, bro. So now moving on to my album of the year, like, you know, I'm gonna go with Wizkid, Morayo, Wizzy Baby. And I can't even lie, listen, for me, Wizkid redeemed himself because More Love Less Ego, which was his previous album, I mean, it wasn't a shit album. I enjoyed parts of it, but I felt like it was
too horny.
Yeah. No, it was horny.
Is that with the purple cover?
Yeah, that's with the purple cover, yeah.
The guy just wanted to fuck. More Love Less Ego. I don't care if you upset me. Let's get into it.
Yeah, like for you know, Wizkid FC, which I'm a part of, that was kind of disappointing. Coming off the back of obviously Made in Lagos, which you know is
big breakthrough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a classic. You know, that's a classic. So I felt like Wizkid kind of rushed that album, and it kind of showed because I felt like some of the songs were a bit too, as these men are saying,
Too horny.
but repetitive.
Yeah, it was quite a quick release.
It was like a
he's been
year.
releasing like
It
another
was like a year
2
after.
years.
It just felt like a B-side Made in Lagos. It felt like tracks that were, you know, just placed on the album because maybe they weren't good enough to make Made in Lagos, or you know what I'm saying? Like they just sounded like B-sides basically. Yeah, but Weezy kind of redeemed himself, in my opinion, in a big way with Morayo. And listen, I'll go as far as to say that I'm struggling to choose between Made in Lagos and Morayo, you know.
You might be the only. You might be
the only.
And you know,
No, serious.
No. But listen, first of all, First of all,
That's wild.
Wiz himself said this is his best album, innit?
And
when he said no. When he said that, I was skeptical. I was like, no, like Wiz, like this is before I heard the album, by the way. So I said, nah, this would be very hard to top Made in Lagos because Made in Lagos, like I said, it's a classic album, innit? You feel me? So I felt like Wiz was just saying it just to say it, just to get everybody hyped for this new album. But when I actually listened to the album, and I played it from back to front, bro. Like,
And it's skippable. Is it skippable?
it's not skippable for me.
No,
No,
it's skippable.
no.
I think it skips still.
Well, see, music is the opinion. You understand? Music
You know
is
what,
the
guys?
opinion.
Hey guys, we listen, we don't judge.
Yeah.
No. Today we listen and we judge.
No. For me, like, I don't know. I just felt like, just in terms of the replay value, it had as much to me as Made in Lagos. Like, like that's for me, innit? So I started thinking about it, and I was like, do you know what? Nah, cool. Let me just listen to both of these albums side by side.
To be honest, if he got two controversial takes, or he added two albums that I think we both disagree with, which was the Wizkid one we disagreed a little bit, and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting discussion to be had about.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I do agree with you on Made in Lagos. I think it's a good album, but I think it's amazing. I
think it's amazing, but I'm saying like, why can't Mariah be
better?
Or why can't I think that Mariah is
better?
Yeah. Am I just giving Made in Lagos the edge because of the nostalgic factor?
Fair enough.
Do you see what I'm saying? So that's when I had to kind of sit down with myself. And again, I haven't made my final decision.
On that.
Yeah. So I might end up saying, you know what, Made in Lagos is still better.
But
For me,
you've made your decision.
no. I haven't solidified it.
You mentioned it.
No. I said, like, potentially it could be. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that he said it, the fact that you feel about it,
Are we backtracking like
No, I'm not backtracking. Talk with your chest. Listen, I'm not backtracking, yeah? I'm just letting you man know where it is, isn't it? Yeah? That's my final decision, yeah? Yeah? But they're side by side right now.
It's fair because I think you're the only person that actually no, Linda, my younger sister, she really likes the album as well.
Yeah.
But you two, especially you really like this album.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the fact that it was produced by P2J, do you understand? I think
was he the war?
he's a UK producer, but it's very good, very good. You understand? Like, obviously, he's done some stuff with Huss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a very good producer, innit? He's making his name for himself. So I think the entirety of the album was produced by P2J. So
and it's live instruments.
Live instruments, like the production is very good. And I understand what these men are saying in terms of there's some songs that Wizkid's talking about sex, but that's Wizkid, isn't it? You understand what I'm trying to say?
I can't get past it.
It
gets so repetitive. And it's not that.
It's like 10 50 cents to stop talking about gangster shit.
Nah, but
Just what I'm saying.
Past it.
It
gets so repetitive. And it's not that.
It's like 10 50 cents to stop talking about gangster shit.
Nah, but
It's what I'm saying. It's like 10 and 50 to stop about gangster shit. It's true, bro.
You know what? 50 Cent is a gangster. You look at his lifestyle.
No.
Wizkid ain't no porn star.
No. He's making songs about love. What are you talking about? He's making songs about love, bro. He's making the same the same Summer Walker that you're hyping up, yeah? The same Summer Walker. Doesn't she make love music? Doesn't she talk about sex? No, doesn't she talk about sex?
In the way Wizkid does.
Doesn't she talk about sex?
In the way
When has Summer Walker been introspective? At least I can say on this album, I can name you 2 tracks that Wiz is being introspective and he's talking about his mum. Pray, which is the last track, and track number 1, Trouble Mind.
So track number 1 and the last one.
No. And there's a couple more as well. And even in Made in Lagos as well. You understand? That album's not all about sex.
Maybe it's very different. No, I hear what you're saying. It's just that for me, and also with the production is good, but I just feel like I'm not getting much different. I want something different. But again, I respect your opinion. Because we all got our opinion in it. So if that's your favorite album, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah, and obviously just the fact that my one last point, just the fact that obviously Wizkid, some of the features that he got on this album, I feel like all of the features.
You like that French artist,
yeah, and even and there's Karo on Slow.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you got Brett Frias, Piece of My Heart.
He did, yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Like the features were really
strong.
they're really strong.
Really
Yeah. So that's for me. you know, that gave an indication that Wizkid was actually locked in. More Left Less Ego, he wasn't locked in, do you know what I'm saying? But this album, he was locked in, and yeah, shout out to Wiz every single time. You know?
I mean, it's fair to say that, you know, there was a lot of genres that did well this year. You know, rap had its moment, you know, especially with the Kendrick and Drake beef. Afrobeats had its moment this year as well. The likes of Tyler, you know, who has really broken through into the mainstream. People are calling her the next Rihanna.
R&B had his little hits as well.
R&B
had a nice little stance.
Great things.
What classic R&B album has dropped this year?
Yeah, that's true.
What classic R&B?
We're not talking about classic though. I'm not trying to say.
Flip it to who was your artist of the year. You understand?
And then to numbers and so forth, I can easily just be that, I won't say scapegoat, but I'll probably just go over to Sabrina Carpenter or even Taylor Swift because
I think for me, kind of like when you brought up Kendrick Lamar, another artist that had like a huge year was Charlie XCX.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, one thing that she had the perfect storm of social media and catchy music. Because when I say, bro, Brat Summer, she played the whole summer. She 100%, but she took over a whole colour. A whole colour.